Hello, everybody. My name is Kingjakyl, and today I wanted to cover what was going on in Halo Infinite currently. Right now, we're seeing a resurgence in population. It's not quite to the extent that it was on launch, where it was absolutely insane and it was lovely. But at the time when the game launched, there was realistically only a handful of playlists. You know, and on top of that, the main playlists that most people were playing were ranked, especially towards the start. And ranked is only so good, and it's gone through several changes throughout the time that it's been around. One of the main things I also wanted to bring up as well was that Halo Infinite, it's getting better, but why is it getting better? Is it because 343 is finally listening to the community and adding community features that we've been asking for quite a while? I'd say partially, because it feels like right now 343 is the only gaming studio that is actually seeming to listen to gaming communities. Destiny 2 is kind of in hot water right now, considering the fact that they really haven't been taking care of their community. They should have been taking care of their community, but it wasn't up until recently where their studio head actually addressed the community and verbally made promises to change for the better. And the only thing I have to say to that is, Joe, if you're watching this, I hope those promises come true. I hope you come through on those promises. But until I see change, it's only words to me. But enough about Bungie and what they're doing with Destiny. Let's talk about 343. So, the main thing that I like what 343 is doing is they are currently working on trying to revitalize their community. And they added a couple of classic maps from Halo 3. On top of that, did a couple of playlist adjustments and some balancing adjustments, I believe. Overall, players are starting to flock back in larger and larger numbers every day, it seems. It's not to quite where the population was at launch, with over 200,000 active players. Honestly, they lost all those followers because they just couldn't keep the content flowing. And honestly, the content needed to keep coming through, and it just didn't. Now, they're starting to bring in more content than ever before. We're actually dealing with a full browser list. You actually have a full browser. So, right now, as I'm recording, Dredge 24/7 is currently up. You have Squad Battle, Team Survivors, Ranked Tactical, which is essentially Ranked SWAT. I don't know who the fuck's going to be playing SWAT in Ranked. You're some sort of masochist. You got Big Team Battle, you got Infection. Thank God they finally added Infection. Super Fiesta, you have Quick Play, which allows you to basically get into a variety of playlists. You got Ranked Arena, which is what I'm definitely diving into more and more recently. You got Team Doubles. You have Rumble Pit, which is, Slayer, Kong Slayer, Purple Rain, Vampire Oddball. A lot of the fun, more casual game types. You got Team Slayer, which the large community, like the community at large, was asking for a very long time, and they finally delivered, I think, in Season 2. And now you also have Tactical Slayer as well as a mostly functional Forge. I'm not going to say it's 100% functional, as you can honestly see in the gameplay here. This is some Forge. This is with some customs, playing with a couple of friends of mine, one of which being a newer player, and I thought the best way to kind of introduce him into Halo was to get into some Forge here. And honestly, the Forge community is making some pretty fantastic maps, as you can kind of see right here. I'm playing Last Resort, or Zanzibar, but in a style of Minecraft, which I think was absolutely entertaining. Like, I thought it was a beautiful design. Flow's about the same. Overall, still pretty damn fun. But the fact of the matter is, the game is fun again. It has come back. It has been brought to the point to where I think it should have been at launch. Unfortunately, it didn't launch like this. If it would have launched like this, I swear to you, it would have kept the player count. Over the span of this game's lifespan, we've lost big names in the community. Probably one of the biggest ones being Actman. He basically said, I'm done. And at the time he had said that, I couldn't have blamed him. And I hope the Actman comes back. The community right now needs him more than ever. And considering the way that the gaming has gone in general, it'd be a good thing to have him come back. I'd like to see him come back into the Halo fold, as the game right now is starting to become healthier and healthier, and the playlists are getting better and better. And I know he's come back to games he said were bad before, Destiny 2, before, well, it got bungeed and Bungo just couldn't keep up with their servers. Yes, I said Bungo. If you've made it this far, please leave a like down below. Please subscribe so that I can make more content like this for you guys. And if you do like it, please also leave a comment down below as to what topics you'd like to see me cover more often. Now, back to the video. So, the other big thing that's also going on right now is the fact that, realistically, I feel that Halo is starting to come back to its strengths. It's going back to what it did right at the start. It's focusing on the core gameplay. It's focusing on the community that it should have focused on at the start. 343 is starting to turn a new leaf, I feel. They got rid of some of their more toxic leadership, and they finally started getting their act together, probably because, Daddy Microsoft probably put their foot down and said, start acting right, or so help me. Honestly, they were kind of missed at the Microsoft reveal for anything that Microsoft was doing. Microsoft's pushing Starfield right now, and I mean, they're pushing it hard. I don't want to play Starfield. I want to continue to play Halo, and I want to see more Halo games come through. And realistically, I thought Halo was in its death throes for sure, and so did a lot of the community. And I'm glad to see that Halo is starting to come back. And I'm glad to see that Halo is starting to regain some respect in the community and starting to regain faith in some of the community members. Because for a period of time, Halo MCC, Master Chief Collection, was getting a higher player count than Halo Infinite. I mean, it was bad. Like, we're talking 8 to 10,000 active daily users on Steam versus 2 to 3,000 active daily users for Halo Infinite and MCC. Halo MCC was doing really good, and Halo Infinite was doing pretty damn good. And I'm glad to see that it's starting to come back, and it's starting to come back from those death throes, and it's starting to rebuild the faith in the community. It's got added a couple of brand new maps, which I quite enjoy and I thought were pretty damn awesome. It's got added a couple of classics. And realistically, they're a joy to play. They're very fun. And that's why I honestly think Halo has probably come back to the strongest that it's been in quite a while. If you like what you saw today, please consider leaving a like down below, and please subscribe. As always, you guys are always awesome. Have a good day.